break down the exact formulas, techniques, industry secrets, and produce a sauce that took me years to figure out. Let's get into this. Welcome back to another video. Now, 48 hours left to get Frontline for the launch price. It is going up to £29.99, which is still an absolute steal for this kit. You would have seen in your email, if you haven't got the latest version, just check in your email, that I have done a lot of work to it. I've reorganized all of the structure with the core unit. These are the ones which I use in like every track, and then heavy rotation is when I want some new flavors. These are my favorite sounds that I want in my rotation. So yeah, let's get into this track.
Damn it to the pump, the funk. Damn it to the pump, damn it to the pump, the funk. Damn it to the pump, the funk.
Yeah, let me just tell you right now, amount of time that I've spent on this low end. There is a kind of like a first part to this track. Yeah, I'm going to put a caption for that video at the end of this video so you can watch that after. We have this kick, new era kick. Now, I made this specifically in this track. I have been getting so into kick drum making recently, like you don't understand. I have been putting disgraceful amounts of hours into making the perfect garage kicks. If we go into Frontline, these kicks, bro, I want you to have the best possible sounds in the game. Simple as that. Anyway, yeah, so I made this new one, which I'm going to put in my Patreon, which is a new era kick. So this is really interesting. So I have made a big decision, the hats directly on the grid. Because of the style and the vibe of this track, you don't necessarily want that big swing. So these hats here have a swing pattern. You can see that they're off the grid. And this is perfect if you want more of a groove and a swing. But for this track, I want the drums like just straight on the grid, just driving. We have this noise layer, which is just adding a little bit extra to the hat. And then of course we have our ghost hats as well. There's a full breakdown and all the positions and stuff in the drum video, which you can watch after this video. And then we just have this as well, which could probably be called an accent if these are your ghost hats and this is your accent, even though this is playing just slightly looser than that ghost. Like without these, it's crazy, isn't it? It makes your drums come alive. Then we move on to our perk snares down here. Now, so you can see that I've gone through. If you've already watched the drum video and you're in this video, you'll notice that they are pretty much the same. I've just gone through and I've actually muted this second perk snare on each bar here. And that's because when I'm listening to my reference track, in this style, again, there's not as much need for too much percussive elements. And it actually just crowds out the mix and just takes away that drive from the drums. You don't want as much swing in this track. With this style of respace, you don't want it. So they're so crispy and crunchy, aren't they? Also, if you want this exact top loop, I'm going to put it in the Patreon. And also, I'm going to put the whole stems to this track in the Patreon. So you can go add your own things to it, learn from it, do whatever you want with that. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out. The full top loop, the hat loop, and just these perks as well as its own perk loop. So you can just drag that on. So anyway, yeah, Prospect Crash. This is in Frontline 1.0. I probably use this in every track. It's just it's such a good crash for sort of house and garage. They are the drums. I almost think that this kit could be tamed a little bit more, you know. Now I'm listening in headphones, it is very boomy. Yeah, so now if we go into the bass, oh my goodness me, guys. This took me hours and hours and hours and hours to figure this out. So at first, I was layering multiple different respaces. Now, if you want these respaces, they are in the one-shot expansion. It just says Color Crew because that was the old name. I need to rename it. But this is the Frontline one-shot expansion. Now, if you go into bass long, you got all of these different respaces. The respace I'm using it's this one, respace 12. We've also got all of these other ones you can choose from. I started by layering like multiple different flipping basses, trying to get this tone that I was hearing in this style of track. Nothing was working and it was just creating so much mud. And then I just realized that you can just play notes like this. So instead of having like all of these down like that, you just play them up an octave and you get this whole Soul Mass Transit system, this Reese sort of style of garage. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out, but what I was doing is I'd have them all down like that, and then I'd highlight, and then I'd like layer another thing like that, and then turn it down. Yeah, so it kind of, that's its own style of garage, arguably, but this is like a different style that sort of Soul Mass Transit System uses a lot, where he'll just like move notes up an octave and play that as a melody, and it's really nice. Then down here we have our sub, which is in Sub Lab, and that's just playing the same notes. And then we just have a call and response bass, which is the Speedy Reese 11 in the one-shot kit. You know what? I can't even remember where this vocals come from. I've just got a pack of just random stuff which I got off the Internet Archive, and this vocal is from there, and it is so cool.
Slam it, jam it to the pumped up funk.
This has got a hefty chain. Yeah, this is probably why my flipping MacBook's lagging. Yeah, we just got some like the classic like bring the bring the action. I love just adding like another instrument playing like the same sort of thing as the bass. I did that in the Silver Bumper tutorial. If you want to watch that tutorial, go watch that after this if you want to produce like a Silver Bumper. But yeah, so we got this melody which is basically playing the same melody as our bass. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird sound. It's a bit questionable, to be fair. Now I'm listening to it. I don't really like it that much. But anyway, it's from Surge XT. And then we've got this really nice pad that I think was from Analog Labs. I kind of like this to be the main like thing in the track. Maybe I'll make another version where I kind of take out that and have this as the sort of main version instead of this. It's kind of maybe an unnecessary element. Yeah, so we have that. And then we have this as well. And I believe that's one of the pads in the one-shot kit. And then it just literally just pitches up. Yeah, so that is a really cool technique you can do on a drop. If you go to here, go to like 11 or 12 and then right click, create automation clip. You'll get it like this. It will be like in the middle and then you'll just go like that and then you'll consolidate both of those out. This is a really good trick to basically take your element from the last section that you want to sort of fade out so you can progress into your drop, and a really good way of doing that is to pitch that up. We also have this from Analog Labs, which is just supporting this second breakdown. And then I wanted to add this to it. That actually kind of works now. Maybe if we played it with just this bit, it's just probably not needed really to add some difference, but the difference we've made is we've changed the MIDI pattern. So yeah, that's kind of enough. I went over this Pro Drums video, but these are just perfect for your breakdowns and your build-ups, and these are all in the effects unit, standard risers, and then your 8-bar and 16-bar. You got loads to choose from, and they're all so like unique. It's such a good feel, and this is in the effects unit as well. All of these, like absolute ton. You get loads of impacts. Oh, you know what I'm saying? This as well. 8-bar downer there. We've got this effect that's in there as well. Yeah, so you got loads of those in here as well.
Christ is solid rock. What? Original.
Plays under the drums. That plays under the drop as well. The drop there. Finally, automation. It's a little bit messy, all of this automation, but we've just got some bits here filtering the pads in and out. Filter an endless smile on the vocal. Bass mix love filter. So this is the mix of the love filter, and this is the cutoff filter of the love filter. The bass in the track, and then we got some endless smile on the bass. Same for the drums here, and for the perk bus as well. So I'll tell you how hot it is in here right now. It is so hot. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Like I said before, 48 hours left to get Frontline at $19.99. 48 hours from the upload of this video. I'm gonna put a video up of my new cable management and just how much of a joke it was before. Maybe if anyone's got any tips for me what to do with the cables around it, but I'm really happy with the way that looks. A million times better than what it was. So that's the win there. But yeah, thanks everyone subscribing and liking the videos and commenting, and yeah, I'm gassed already to see you in the next video.